Today we have a very interesting project that we're about to look at. It's 7 minutes from Dubai Mall and could be a great opportunity for any of you guys looking to invest into the Dubai real estate market. On this channel, we discuss different opportunities in the Dubai real estate market, the Bali real estate market, and my own ventures out there within property. And if this is your first time stopping in on this channel, my name's Connor and I've been investing in the Dubai real estate market for about 4 years now. I also invest over in Bali, Indonesia, and a number of different countries. And here on this channel, we go through all of the details of these different investments so you guys can be fully informed. With that said, if you do want to contact me or my team, there will be links down there in the description that you can all use. And in today's video, we are going to be looking at a project named Binghatti Ghost, and we're going to go through everything that you guys could possibly need to know about this project. And from there, if you do want to get in contact, remember the links are in the description. And let me hand this video over to my partners.
Yafi, great stuff. Great to see you as always. Excited to talk about today's project, which very much has leaned into the trendy kind of naming style, shall we say, of Binghatti Ghost. And I think we were talking about during the week, it will be interesting to see how this ages, how this looks in time. You know, sounds kind of like TikTok or Instagram today. Will it sound weird in 20 years? Remains to be seen.
Well, it does follow their pattern. You know, they have already Phantom in JVC, so they start off this route. So I'm excited for the next project. It's going to be called Casper.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, most likely. Great stuff. So you can lead the way and give us your thoughts on it.
Let's go on to the details.
Sounds good.
All right, let's jump into Binghatti Ghost.
Right.
Okay, so the best part about this project, well, it's massive. And, well, at this point, I'm going to really trust this developer. They're building really fast, and the structures are, you know, every single project is improved compared to the one before.
Yeah.
But this particular one, besides the JVC and Business Bay focus they've had for so long, they're back to Jaddaf.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah. Jaddaf, I know you're going through the deck here. I find super exciting area. I find it really I love it, I have to say.
Well, you would notice that some areas will be forgotten for a while.
Yeah.
They're going to just boom suddenly.
Yeah.
Like as soon as they made this major, project in Jaddaf, everyone's like, whoa, okay, we got to invest there. We got to look at the area because, Shoba and Meydan, which is right beneath it, and Creek Harbor right beneath it, getting so much buzz for so long.
Yeah.
And a lot of projects have been going in, but Jaddaf hasn't been that prime place, although it is a very prime location, and it has gotten really expensive over the past few years, like really expensive, because you'll notice that this area, which you'll see shaded right there, is in between everything, like everything. People who work in Sharjah, people who work in Dera, and there are hundreds of thousands of companies still in that old area. People who work in Jumeirah, they work in Festival City. It's right in the center of everything. It's just minutes away. So if we're looking at Dubai Mall, it's 7 minutes, 6 kilometers. So right into downtown, you're 7 minutes away. To the airport, you are 30 minutes away. And these are current. So like today, like right now, like an hour ago. So you're looking at not in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
So the later you are, earlier you are, is going to be even faster than this. Now, this is with traffic. You will know. So
incredible.
Being so close to everything, no matter where you work, the demand is much higher.
Yeah.
So that's a key aspect here. I just love it.
Yeah, I agree. And the waterfront, you just cannot beat it. The ability to see water in most locations is just phenomenal.
You have the creek all over. And by the way, this area has a lot of amenities, like a lot. Like the hotels, the bars, the clubs, sports, everything within this area. People normally go from different areas to it, either have a night out or spend it in a hotel, and a lot of other aspects to it. Of course, besides the parks and everything else.
Yeah.
So all in all, awesome location to select their next project into.
Yeah, fantastic.
So there are, I think, 6 different kinds of studios and multiple in terms of 1 bedroom and 2 bedrooms. So of course you'll have a different lot of types, because some people might say, Binghatti are known for their, massive balconies and take a lot of space into it, but that's not the case. When you have a project this big, there's a lot of selection here to choose from. Their balconies are quite good,
Yeah.
but not to the point that they're going to be taking a lot of space from the living area, as you see here. So it's all down to choice. I did not list all the types, just examples, 2 out of them. So you also have the 1 bed right here. You will notice you need more living space. There's an option, more balcony. There's an option there.
Yeah.
You will notice like the 2 bedroom has a massive balcony right there. So you can imagine. So a lot of people love this kind of thing. And of course, as I said, more options.
Yeah.
And the 3 beds. So if you want a massive balcony, if you're a person who wants to do, that kind of outdoor setting, etc., something like the Type 1 would be ideal. It's like having your own, a villa in the sky.
Seriously, that's unbelievable. That balcony is unbelievably big.
Massive, yes.
Be able to see, just out of curiosity, the exact is it showing the exact size of that on the dock? That is phenomenal.
We're looking at the suite area of 1,083. The balcony is 1,369.
Wow, phenomenal.
So the balcony is larger than the living space.
That's incredible. You'd have to have full outdoor living, dining area, probably a little side gym nearly around the corner, plunge pools. A lot you could do.
People prefer that over anything else. So you will see here that the balcony is 800 square feet on the option 2, while the living area is over 1,000. So options, choices. There's multiple for each.
Amazing.
And the pricing is not that bad. So, and of course, it depends of the method of payment. So you'll notice between the unit price, which on a 20% down payment is 1.12 million.
Yeah.
On full payment, it goes down to 1.03.
Yeah.
So towards market price to end, you're looking at 30% less.
Yeah.
And of course, the more down payment you pay, you'll see 50%, 70%, the less the pricing actually gets. And so you will see all the types here. Of course, there's a whole list of all of them. So majority what you see here is the first floor, which is released, and the second floor. There's much more. There's hundreds of units because it's just launched. So there's a lot of options to choose from, different types, different views. And for me, in terms of that area, the pricing is on point.
It's exceptional to be in the airport in the middle of a Wednesday, in the middle of traffic in 13 minutes, to be downtown in 7 minutes. I mean, that you just cannot beat that. Do we know, roughly speaking, how many units are in the overall development? Roughly, obviously, it's about.
There is a number. I think it's over 728, if I'm not mistaken.
Amazing. How are Binghatti, in your opinion, in terms of management of units once delivered?
Good. No, they're pretty good. They maintain well. They have to keep, because they rise to a different level in terms of luxury, so they have to maintain that kind of service, that kind of maintenance.
Yeah.
And basically in all their buildings, if you look at reviews, very minimal complaints.
Yeah.
Nothing major. So I think it'll be a good place to live in. It'll have its reputation well.
They definitely have they've really changed their reputation in the last 3 or 4 years, haven't they? Like, historically kind of, they were a bit unusual with some of the designs, some of the coloring, some of the aspects of their development.
Years ago.
Yeah.
When they first started their first lands in Silicon Oasis and such, yes.
Yeah.
These massive balconies, small, orangey kind of apartments, but they changed way past that now.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Look at their last 10 different developments in Business Bay and JVC.
Amazing. That's great. So do we know project delivery dates roughly?
The launch is on September 13th.
Okay.
So we should be getting much more information about this. They have not given up because, they have given most of everything, but there are some specifics they haven't either decided on. But if I know Binghatti, they're going to be very nearby. So you're going to be expecting this to be completed in 2026 or so. Excellent. Because their construction is barely a year or two.
Amazing.
Unless the mega luxury ones might take 3 or 4 years, but their standard will take maybe 1 or 2. They're very fast, as they are a contractor themselves. So it wouldn't take them much time to finish such a project.
That's an interesting note for an investor to be aware of. So they're not outsourcing the development. They're fully managing everything from end to end, basically, which is great.
To know that Binghatti was a contractor for. They used to build for Amar, for Damak, for. So
Right.
the contractor, they had the architects, they had everything in-house.
Yeah.
And I hired them to build, their villas, their buildings, etc.
Yeah.
And at some point, the company got big enough to say, you know what, we're going to build our own. So they started buying lands, they started their own designs, and that evolved over time for them to be now one of the biggest developers in Dubai.
Amazing. I love to hear that. That's phenomenal. So I guess we have a good overview of it. Any other interesting notes you think are worthwhile someone kind of being aware of?
Well, it's a key aspect that, look, the payment plan isn't as friendly as someone would like it to be. The down payment is 20% or above. They have to finish a certain, at least 50% or maybe 70% until handover, which is in the course of 2 years max. So that's one point.
Yeah.
So that's one point about it. So if someone wants to invest in something that is just going to profit from it, because looking here, if you pay whatever down payment and the handover is nearby, that's going to appreciate. That's a guarantee appreciation, especially for a cash buyer. Looking at 3% instant profit from that point on handover.
Yeah, absolutely. And you just cannot beat that key location. There's no doubt about it, regardless of even with Al Maktoum coming on stream, in the future, that proximity to downtown, that area beside the creek, the ability to just even, as you said, you could be working in Festival City, you could be downtown, you could be even one of the hundreds of thousands of people who are in and out of Deira every day. There's definitely going to be constant demand. So, and a good development, good, robust operation, it looks like, in terms of a 700 unit multi-building estate, essentially. So, yeah, excellent to see.
No, yeah, look, and my expectation of how the world works, this entire area, when you consider things like Jaddaf, downtown, especially the developments in Creek Harbor, which will be like the tallest tower, the island, everything else. So I think that this entire area, which we saw on the map right here, will be like New York prices in the future. Let's say 10 years away.
Yeah,
they will be New York prices. So they're going to be that most expensive area in the country.
Yeah.
When a certain level of people can live in or purchase or afford.
Yeah.
And everything Dubai is branching out right now will be the majority population, middle class, everyone else buying, outward. And that's my expectation a decade away.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. I think the analogy of New York is great. I often say to people who think that buying real estate in Dubai, for example, in certain locations is a little bit unusual when it's not currently developed, but it's the equivalent of buying in New York as it was developing, the equivalent of buying in London as it was developing. And I mean, that's at least 100 plus years ago. Imagine obtaining a unit in Manhattan in 1920. It's worth exponentially more now. So I think it's a really good thing for us as investors to keep in mind, is that this is the fastest growing vibrant economic city in the world. It's arguably, I don't think there's any challenger to it at the moment, and I think that there's undoubtedly this trend is going to continue, given the influx of people from North America, from Europe, from Australasia, from Asia, all these different regions. Wealth is just pouring in at a rapid rate. So Yafi, fantastic, great to chat as always. Looking forward to looking at our next project really soon, and we'll keep in touch on what else is coming up that's nice and exciting.
Okay guys, hopefully you understand everything you need about Binghatti Ghost, but if you do have any more questions about this project or other projects within the Dubai real estate market, please head down to the description where you'll find my contact information. Also, if you are interested in relocating to Dubai, setting up a company and all of that sort of stuff, I can connect you to the best people who can do that for you. And with that said, I'll see you guys in the next one.